I'm a little bit early, about 11 minutes early, but I felt like just to go on and just do a quick little reading about the energy of the week and about the Chinese New Year. Currently, I don't have anything on my face, so I'm going to start from scratch. And what we're really going to focus in on is glamorous, bringing in your inner glamorous side of you. So, this is definitely, this look is going to be, I'm going to be thinking of my grandmother, my Nanny Jessie. These are her earrings, and she just loved makeup. She used to call us, she loved the quote unquote fortune tellers. So I'm really kind of focusing in on that energy for today. But I've had a lot of questions about the energy this week because it's been a little bit kind of up and then kind of down and that sort of thing. There's a fluidity of the energy, but today's energy was definitely, or sorry, this week's energy. It almost felt like a very fast paced between Monday to Tuesday was very lot of energy, and then it kind of slowed down towards, I found Wednesday, of course, that was Valentine's Day. And then yesterday and today, and even going to the weekend, it feels like very much restorative self care. That seems to be the focus, and some energy releases. We also had the lunar year start on February 10th. So we welcomed the year of the dragon and the wooden dragon. So I kind of did, I don't know a whole lot, but I've been doing a little bit of research about dragons and the wooden. So it's definitely working about what they say is that this energy of the lunar year with working with the dragon, the wooden dragon, it's going to be moving things but working with the earth energy. So it's going to be about improvement, expansion, but also there's going to be some challenges, there's going to be some changes, and that the wooden dragon is going to be a little bit more gentler than, let's say, it's going to move with what we need to do. And I think that we kind of felt this as a collective, as the consciousness, that there is a shift. It's a blossoming of wisdom with the wooden dragon. So that's the energy that's coming in. So what if, I know I started early, but if you have any questions, or if you want if you have a question, just put it in the chat. I'm going to start my makeup, and again, this is all inspired by my Nanny Jessie, who had always such a wonderful flair about her. So I already put a primer on. I'm just going to put a little bit of foundation. I do use Clinique. I do have redness in my skin, so I do use something with a little bit of with green. It's redness solutions, and it has an SPF of 15. So I'm just going to put this on my sponge. I generally just use my my fingers, to be honest with you, but where I'm doing tutorial, I'll just do a sponge. And again, I'm going to grab my mirror because last time I forgot to do this, and it gets a little bit tricky when you don't have a mirror right close. So I'm just going to do this really quickly. And if you have any questions, oh, thank you. My sister Kalina is on. Thank you. Thank you. I actually got, my hair was just a simple little bit of a curl. So all I'm doing is just applying the foundation. I'm not too heavy on the foundation. I like my skin to breathe, depending upon what I'm doing. I have a couple of blemishes, and so I'm just gonna kind of go here. What I may do, I really love this Burt's Bees concealer. It's nice and light, and it covers quite nicely, and you can kind of feel a little bit good about it because it's cruelty free, and it's also it's just better for your skin. I did receive some requests to look into more natural products, so I am looking into that. So I'm just going to I have some broken capillaries that I'm going to kind of cover up. I'm going to do this line thing. And just take that and then take the sponge. very quickly. We live in a, we want everything done fairly quickly. So I don't, I'm going to do a little bit of congoring or whatever, the lining of it. Sorry, I just mispronounced it. Um, but I'm not going to spend too much time on it. This is really about glamorous and feeling beautiful inside and out. And if you don't wear a lot of makeup, that's okay. Um, there's different things that you can do to just make yourself feel great. That's all about. It's all about empowering yourself and making yourself feel good. So I'm just going to see if there's any. There's still no questions just yet, but that's okay. One thing that I did pull a card as I'm doing my makeup. I did pull a card on the energy of the week, and I did get the starfish, and it's about replacing what was lost. So it could be that we're having some remembrance of the old. I kept feeling like we're remembering some things, maybe bringing back some old wisdom that we just need to kind of bring back into our society, and maybe rehash it and mold it so that it works with us. So that was kind of like what I was feeling. I also love this color of the pinks and kind of like the coral. So we might use that. I'm going to get you guys to get some feedback about what you want to see in for the makeup. So again, for those who are just joining, this makeup is going to be inspired by my nanny Jessie. I'm wearing her earrings. She was all into the psychic. Oh, hi there, Crystal. I don't have my glasses on, so what inspires you? Oh, perfect. What inspires you for your makeup? That's a great question. Many things. Like sometimes when I'm meditating, I'll feel like tonight I definitely felt my nanny Jessie's energy. So I'm like, I'm gonna do my makeup just like how she would like it. She was born in 1929, classic Hollywood. That's why I kept feeling. So I'm wearing her earrings. Thank you. My makeup that I'm wearing, the foundation is Clinique. I do have red. I do have redness in my skin, so I'm just using a foundation that will take the redness out with a little bit of green pigmentation. And then I use Burt's Bees concealer just to cover up any blemishes that I have. And so that's what I have. And what I was thinking, and you guys can definitely have some input. I was thinking more of like a champagne color on my eyes. I like to do like put the foundation on, cover it up, and then basically do my eyes just to set the tone. Now, if you have questions, please don't hesitate to put in the comments if you have any questions, if you want me to take a look at anything, if you have any questions about oh, thank you. If you have any questions about what's going on in your energy or energy in general, I can take a look at it while I kind of do the makeup. What I'm going to do is just start off with I don't see anything. My mom passed away, was born. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you, Brenda. I'm so obviously your mom's here with us because I wasn't even going to say 1929. So it must be the energy of those born in 1929 working tonight. So it's definitely about that Hollywood, that old glamour energy is what I was feeling. So if anyone has any questions, just let me know. I always tell people when I do readings, I just need kind of like a permission to kind of take a look into your energy. Now, I'm going to start a little bit with my eyebrows. As you could tell, I kind of, when I was younger, I plucked them. It was big in the 90s to be very thin, and I heard they're coming back again, the thin eyebrows, but I'm just going to fluff them up and make them a little bit more distinct. And if you have any questions, just let me know. And when you do your makeup and when you're looking into what you want to, what inspires you, and really take a look at the energy. Yeah, the energy was definitely, Brenda. I agree. The energy, I was talking about that in the beginning. The energies, the week really started off nice and light and crisp, and then it felt getting heavier and heavier and heavier. So I found myself needing to, rest a little bit more and find myself you know, cocoon a little bit more. So if you're feeling that, do something that will really recharge. I'm just going to fluff up my eyebrows. Do something that really recharges you. It could be watching a funny story or a funny movie, or reading a fun book. Um, that will help you with dealing with this type of energy. And you might find people, sorry, my dog, he has kennel cough, so he's just, I don't know if you heard the snort, but he's snorting a little bit. Um, but what I did feel like that we're at this point, we welcome the Lunar New Year with the with the dragon, but it's in the wood, so the earth coming into play. So that's what I'm seeing, is that, it might be shaking some things up, because we are starting to move into a different phase, and there are going to be some shifts. We've been feeling this for a while, but there are definitely going to be some shifts. Um, so let me see here. Hi, LA. Okay, perfect. I'm glad that helped. And if anyone has any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Nice to see you again, LA. So again, when you're doing your makeup, just kind of go with the flow. Like, don't get too caught up if it's perfect. And it's gonna be something you're gonna be feel comfortable with that. I'm single. This is my year. Is this my year to find love? So Crystal, I'll take a look at your energy. I'm going to pull your energy here. Crystal, I do feel that with your energy, it's really about you finding your strength. Like, your guardians are coming in and saying how strong you are, and you've gone through a lot. So they want to acknowledge that. It feels like you've gone through a lot, and you're clearing. Like, my energy feels right here. I feel like you're connecting with your soulmate through a heart. Like, what the next partner who's coming in is definitely going to be a heart connection. But just focus on, like, I'm going to just pull an energy. Now, when we get into time, and this is always difficult when we're trying to predict, because time on the other spirit world, when you're talking to guardians, they'll give us a sense of feeling. I do feel like a fall energy when you connect with your loved one, with your partner. It feels like there's some fall, because I can see the leaves changing, and it feels more like fall, and it feels like the drier. It feels like more like towards the later fall. And I'm not sure if it's this fall or next fall, but it feels like it's a fall energy when you connect with your partner. Now, when I tell them this, and I see a beautiful pink energy here, so lots of the romance, it might be a seed of love that you guys meet, and then you might not get together, but there's some movement in the fall. So I hope that helps. How do you get into readings? How do I get into readings? That's a great question. So when basically in my family, so my grandmother, my Nanny Jessie, she always talked about what we call fortune tellers. I know that's not really the right term, but that's what she called it from her generation. She always talked about fortune tellers. And she used to talk about how her mother used to foretell things. And then on so that was on my father's side. On my mom's side, my grandfather used to always talk about the basically ghost, and he would talk about how he'd be out of his body. So we kind of culturally grew up with this. And then when I became a Reiki master, it is a cozy time for love, that's for sure. When I became a Reiki master, so this was over 20 years ago, I started a Reiki journey. Before that, I used to always get messages in my dreams. And my older sister, Kalina, who's on here, hi, Kalina, she used to we always talk about it. So we grew up with it. So when I became a Reiki master and started practicing Reiki, all of a sudden I started seeing things when I would do my Reiki practice. And I would pick up on things more towards about the chakras at first, and then it just became more deep and deep. And then when I had my son, I found my third eye just really kind of enhanced, and I always had the mediumship, but it really strengthened. So it came over time. And intuition is something that it's like a muscle. You start listening to it, it will become clearer and clearer as you use it. So it's definitely like a muscle to use. So I hope that helps. Um, so if anyone has any questions, what I'm going to do, I did my eyebrows, I have my face, or sorry, my foundation on. I'm going to put a little bit of I think what I'm going to do, if you guys want to pick out, this is the Zodiac palette. So I'm going to get you guys to kind of, I can't do a poll, but is there anything that you kind of, I was thinking either option 1, option 2, or we can do an option 3. Is there any preference that you guys would like? Option 1, option 2, or option 3? If you guys want to pick out a eyeshadow. Again, we're kind of going with the flow. LA, any messages for me? I'll get to you here in a second. Definitely there's a message for you, LA. I'm going to get, if you guys just want to put option, okay, I hear option 3 from Crystal. Anyone else? We'll do a couple, I'll give it a couple more moments. So option 1, option 2, option 3. Going once. I know, so many options. I kind of put over here as random. Sorry, I'm putting everyone on the spot. So we'll go option 3, going once. Oh, going twice. We'll do option 3. So this is kind of, we're working with the Taurus energy, which is kind of interesting. You guys picked that out because it is a wooden, the wooden dragon energy that we welcomed on Saturday. So Crystal, let's take a look at your energy, and all I'm going to do is just a basic, I'm going to just play around with that Taurus energy, with that beautiful, is kind of like the earth tone, and it's more of a deeper champagne. But with your energy, LA, it talks about you're making progress. So every step, like I feel like every step is counting, and there's something in September for you. You're being very disciplined with yourself. So I don't know if you're being disciplined with a routine or something, but you're doing a lot of work, and you're doing really well with that. So they said keep going, because I feel like at work, I don't know, like the surrounding, and I'm not sure if this is at work or at where you're at, it feels like you have a lot of people coming, like asking you. So that I feel like there's a lot of energy around you, and your spiritual self, your mediumship is opening up. So I hope that's been helpful for you, LA. Beautiful energy as always. Okay, C. Brett, any messages for me? Okay, see, Brett, my throat chakra is really lighting up when I connect with your energy. And what that can mean is that there might be some words that you need to say to someone. You need to speak your truth a little bit more. And that's what I'm feeling like for your energy. It's really about you coming into your speaking your truth, and being a little bit, it's almost like sometimes you hold back your words. Don't hold back your words. Be gentle, but just say what you need to say with a gentleness. Okay, do you feel my parents in spirit world will help my son find a new job? He's unhappy in his current job, and I'm so worried about him. Thanks. All right, Brenda, I'm going to take a look at your son's energy. This is a nice, let me just hone in on his energy. He is quite, your son is quite private, eh? Just taking a look at his energy. He definitely needs to kind of clear his energy. He needs to clear his space. There's something about his space. So I don't know if he's spending too much time in a room, or like it just feels like he needs to clear out some space, let go some of the past. So there's some things that he needs to let go. Oh, thank you, Brenda. There's some things that your son needs to let go. He is going to find his way, but he needs to do a little bit of work. Your parents are talking to him in his sleep. What I feel like is that he has the gift of dreams, And sometimes he's actually quite gifted, and he feels energy, but he doesn't know how to digest it. So what I feel like with him, he needs to get, like, the trees are calling him. Even if he can go outside for a walk on a trail, ground his energy, and then he needs to, I don't know if it's his room or where he stay, like where he's at, he needs to clean it up and move out some energy. Like I don't know if he has old clothes or if he collects anything, but he just needs to move some energy, and that will help with the energy. I hope that helps. But your parents are definitely around, and I feel like your dad is kind of like trying to get him more outside. I don't know if your dad had connection to, like, I see like the the um the the red and black plaid shirts, or that's what he's showing me as a symbolism. So I hope that helps. Thank you. Okay, so look how beautiful this that you guys did such a great job. So I'm going to just pull. I might tone it down a little bit, but look how beautiful this shimmer is of the Taurus energy. So we're really kind of working into that. Yeah, he is definitely, your son is definitely private. That's for sure. Um, do you have a morning or night routine? Yes, I do. I definitely do, and I had requests. It's funny you should ask. I was asked to start doing like a live feed when I get ready, so I am going to be doing that. But basically, when I get up, I really kind of go with the flow. I do work from home. I'm just going to put a little bit more. I know it seems like, but we are doing glamorous, so we're kind of going over the top, which is fine. Um, I might want to do something a little bit dark, like darker up here. So we'll kind of pick out something. But the when I wake up, normally the first thing I do is put coconut oil on my face, and I get the kids ready and I get them off to school. And then I go for a walk. I try to go for a walk all the time. Oh, thank you. Um, but I do try to get out for a walk. I'm actually going to use, normally I use a brown eyeliner, but I'm actually feeling a little bit more to use a little bit more bolder. So I'm going to go with a black. So my eyes are generally like kind of like a blue. I don't know if you can kind of see it. It's kind of bluish green. It changes color depending upon my makeup or my mood. So I'm just going to use a black eyeliner to make that pop. Yeah, so basically when I get up, a lot of moisturizer. I'm going to do a couple of videos on my morning routines, and I might, like I said, I had a request just to do a live feed in the morning and get ready in the morning. So I do work from home for my corporate job. So I have a corporate job, and we are on teleconferences quite often. And I do, sometimes I'm just going to do, what I'm going to do is just do a top layer of a black, a bold black eyeliner, and then come underneath here. But I might soften it with another color. I'm not sure yet. We'll kind of play with that. Um, okay. Okay, that's okay, Brenda. Thank you. Your son does wear plaid all the time. That's why your father showed me plaid. Thank you. Okay. Um, so I know I'm kind of going in between about colors, so I'm just going to do this right quick. But my the big thing that I can recommend is moisturizer. Like, and the more natural the better, because you think about it, the moment you put something on your skin, it's the biggest organ of our body, and it gets absorbed. So we really want to make sure we're mindful of what we're putting on our skin. I'm starting to do more research about that. I'm looking for more natural products. The only thing is with the natural products, and again, they are um, their palette isn't as extensive as the ones that have chemicals, so it's finding that balance. And okay, yes, LA. Oh, perfect. His eyes. Oh, he's an Aquarian too. That's excellent. That's so cool. So I'm going to just, you'll notice like I have a little bit of fallout. I don't know if you can see it on the skin, so I'm just going to clean that up. But I'm going to go underneath here. And again, I'm just going to, I got to, like, if you keep your mouth open while you're doing this, your eyes won't, it's supposed to not, you're not supposed to blink, but just 1 second. If you put in a question, please let me know. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate the sharing and everything. I love doing makeup and I love doing readings, so I really appreciate you guys spending some time with me. Um, on your Friday evening is just really, I really appreciate this. I think about my Nanny Jessie, and I thought this is something she would have loved to do. She was always into her Mary Kay and her makeup. She had the best makeup and very variety, and of course, had this glamorous to her. So let's try it. Still trying to bring this in. And as you can see, it's kind of coming together. I haven't done anything like I haven't put any blush on or anything like that, but that's okay. Um, and yes, your son's feeling some, okay, definitely feeling some energy. Okay, perfect. Yes, so when we get anxious, and when, especially if you are, if you have your children who are, or those around you feeling anxious, I always say this, I'm going to sound like a very repetitive individual, but it's the best thing to do is to get outside, go out for a walk, connect with nature. It just, there's something about, they've done, there's frequencies that will help ground our energy. When we get anxious, what happens is our energy goes right up here and it gets kind of like gets stuck and circulates. And then it can kind of not flow in the body. And then our body's like, well, my energy is trying to ground. Why is it not grounding? And so when you go outside and you connect with outdoors, even if it's just for 20 minutes, it doesn't have to be um, that that long. It just pulls your energy down to your feet, down to the root, and it helps calm the mind. So that's one thing that I highly recommend, and I will be very much repetitive. That's why kids sometimes, their energies, they need a lot of time outdoors. We all do, right? Okay, so let me just take a look. But I think it looks, oh, yes. Oh, yes, that's true, Kalina. Thank you. My sister, yes, the energy, your eyes. So Kalina has these beautiful brown hazel eyes, and I've seen her eyes go like change to a darker tone. So yes, it's definitely when our eyes can all change. And especially if I wore red right now, if I remember painting my, I'm Canadian, so painting, going to a hockey game and painting my face, with the maple leaf, and my eyes went green, and it was so cool. I was like, wow, but it's also the color, what you bring out. You can use makeup to bring different aspects of colors out of your eyes. So let me see here. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to just do this one here. If you have any questions, please let me know. Now I hold, like when I go to do this, I kind of do this a little bit differently. I come over here. I find too when I do Reiki, my eyes will change. Now when I do Reiki, hard to connect with anything but snowbanks. Oh, and Sydney, oh my gosh. I am thinking of my Cape Breton family. I'm hoping that, it kind of calms down. For those who are stuck in the house, even if you could do like some walk around the house, and even if you could bring in the ocean energy, even putting that on the TV, I just feel like when you said about Cape Breton, Brenda, I was just thinking, ocean energy just is, I know it's very difficult for you guys because you can't get around with all that snow, and I'm hoping and praying for some relief there, because I know you guys got another 25 centimeters, I think yesterday, and so you guys aren't getting any relief. So yeah, even playing some Gone music or anything like that just to help ground the energy, and just walking around your house, inside your house if you can't get out. I hope that helps. Yes, the sidewalks are very much congested. Okay, oh my gosh, I can't see. Okay, so if you have any energy reading, okay, Amanda, any energy reading for you? Okay, let's take a look at your energy. You have a nice voice. I don't know if you sing or if you sing, like, you have a nice voice, they said. Sorry, I just gotta pick up. So Amanda, what I feel like with you is they kind of want you to sing more. I don't know if you sing, um, and it could be something like in the shower, but it's almost like acknowledge your voice. That's why I feel like, and sorry, this side is much darker. That's more glamorous than this side, so I gotta go back and fix this up. But what I feel like with you, Amanda, is to sing more. And you're working with a lot of the fairy energy. Um, I'm seeing a lot of fairy energy, elemental energy. And it's almost like you have a lot of manifestation energy that you're working with right now. So what they're saying is, basically, for your manifestation, it's just really focus on the feeling and the gratitude of. I feel like you're working towards a lot of goals, and just visualize that you already have it and be grateful for that. Oh, you drum and sing. Oh, and dishes. Oh, that's beautiful. So that's why they're talking about you have a beautiful, and keep bringing that out. That's beautiful. And keep working with that energy to bring in what you're manifesting. I also do see radio before you, so that's what I'm seeing. Yeah. Oh yes, Brenda. 200 centimeters in 1 week is just unheard of. Like, I lots of beach energy, and I'm hoping that, soon you guys will get. I'm hoping that there will be some warmer weather soon, for you guys. So I'm just going to do, I know this is kind of evening out, but Amanda, I hope that's been helpful. Keep singing your song. It's beautiful. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to kind of just pick out something just to kind of maybe do a little bit of in kind of like a little bit of a curve here, and then a little bit underneath here, and then we'll wrap it up. So I'm just going to take a look here. I'm thinking, with hologram, I might go with like more of one of these tones. Maybe we'll bring some scorpion energy into this, because we have the Taurus energy. Let's just see if the scorpion, I kind of like to do a little bit of brown here towards here. If anyone has any questions, oh, you're welcome, Amanda. If anyone has any questions, just let me know. I'm going to kind of do a little bit. All I'm doing is taking this down here a little bit, and I'm going to kind of go up here. I might change it up. I don't know. Which eye do you like? I'll get you guys to kind of tell me which eye you like best, and then we can go with either with a little bit of brown just to kind of, or do we keep it plain? What do you guys like? So I'm going to go like here. Reading for me too. Oh, hi, Stephanie. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Let me take a look at Stephanie's energy. Okay, I'm going to just do this right quick, and I'm going to take a look at Stephanie's energy. So let's take a look. And I have a couple of people in the queue. Okay, perfect. Let's take a look at your energy. So this is for Stephanie. Your water's down. I feel like your mom wants to connect with you. I don't know if your mom's right there, or if your mom misses you, but your mom's wanting to. I don't know if she's going to call you, or I don't know if she's right there, but your mom's wanting to connect. I also see a lot of roses, a lot of gentleness, and working with you have such a beautiful energy about gentleness, and they want you to be a little bit more. To have a little bit, I feel like your schedule's been a little bit crazy, and they really want you to kind of cuddle up and just relax, and just be a little bit gentle. You need to kind of put some boundaries around some who are trying. I feel like other people are trying to book you, and you're like, no, you need some time to yourself. So that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting here for you. Oh, and Brenda, you're Scorpio. Okay, perfect. I hope that's been helpful. Stephanie, so beautiful energy, and connect with pink. Use that energy with pink. So I'm going to kind of clean up this eye. So I'm going to ask you guys, which eye do you prefer? Do you prefer just the plain champagne, or do you prefer something like with a little bit of scorpion energy? Like, which one do you prefer? Number 1 or number 2? So, okay, Laura, and if I missed anyone, please let me know. Okay, so Laura, let's take a look at your energy. Laura, I feel like there's some I don't know if you're doing, you feel like I don't know if you're bench press or just kind of doing more exercise or in yoga. I just feel like I'm doing this with my energy. So keep doing that. Oh, so number one, I'm feeling number one. Okay, there's a resounding, let's go for this one. This is the look. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to use the Taurus energy and the Scorpion energy. So if you can kind of keep connecting with yoga, I just feel like you're opening up your heart center. Like I just feel like I'm going into Cobra in the yoga. So I don't know if you connect with yoga. So that's why I kind of feel like that. Okay, your kitty Scorpion. I did have a couple of people, so I see a couple of different feedback. Number one, so far the majority is number one. I have a number two. Is there anyone else who wants a okay, you're welcome, Laura. I do recall seeing someone else underneath you who wanted a reading, but I can't scroll up. Can you guys let me know if I missed you? Can you let me know, and I will definitely get you in for a reading. And then I'm going to just finish up my eye, and then we're going to do a bold red lipstick. We're going to do like that old classic Hollywood energy, which is what we're channeling here. It's all about glam. And I'm going to just fix this up. Oh, Rebecca. Okay, Rebecca, thank you. Okay, Rebecca, let me take a look at your energy, Rebecca, as we're going to just kind of wrap. Rebecca. Do you write? Because, okay, you're Gemini. Okay, so you have a gift of writing, eh? I'm just going to take a look into your energy. I don't know if you have a blog or you have a connection to food, and I don't know if you have a business in food or an interest in food, but I just see this food blog, and I don't know if you go to restaurants and evaluate them, but you really have a gift of writing, and they want you to pull that in. It's almost like accessing that creative side of you to pull that out more. And I feel like there's going to be an opportunity. I see August. I feel like August is going to be a really positive month for you. Oh, thank you. I hope that resonates with you, Rebecca, but you do have a gift for writing. So I'm going to just finish up my eye, and then I'm going to kind of just go right here. It's kind of fun to glam this up because, sometimes we don't get to do this very often, and I do have some fallout. Okay, perfect. Oh, thank you. Yes. So I'm going to check to see if it's even. Sometimes you do it and you're like, oh, that's too heavy. So I'm just going to take a look at here. And if I missed you, let me know. So this is kind of like the champagne. And what I'm going to do is just kind of quickly take a bigger brush and kind of do sweep over here with just because remember, we're going glamorous. So let's just do a little bit of a highlighter. I might have some pink on it. One thing I'm bad at is, oh, good. Okay, perfect. You're actually pretty handy with coming to writing. So Rebecca, perfect. So definitely go into that. Oh, I might have went too far on this, the highlighting. And all I'm going to do is kind of put like a little bit of highlight right here. And I'm going to do this. And anyone else who wants, I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm going to just quickly curl my eyelashes. I should put some blush on too. That's one thing I always forget is my blush. And again, I have a daughter who likes to take my makeup. So I'm just going to take nothing too crazy with because I'm really focusing on the eyes, glamorous, and also the lips. I think we're going to do a red bold lips. I don't know if you guys noticed at the Grammys, a lot of people had champagne eyes and a lot of red bold lips. So I'm just going to kind of do this. Something very simple. Depending upon the shape of your face, you may want to do apple cheek, or I like to kind of go up like this. I have more of an oval shape, so it just kind of shapes it. And again, I didn't do anything else. I'm going to put some right over here. It just kind of gives the illusion of a more sharper neckline. And I might do some up here just to kind of help frame it, and come over here. Again, you'll see the kind of fall up. I gotta fix that up. So for lipstick, I'm actually just going to do a very bold lipstick. Oh, you do have a daughter too. So anyone with kids with I don't know what it, oh, and I forgot to do my eyelashes. Sorry, guys. Anyone with kids understands your stuff goes missing. So I just learned to accept it. What do you do? Okay. I'm just going to quickly do this. Now, this is more of a lip gloss, but I want something more shiny and to kind of bring that out. Now it looks more orangey here, so I'm just going to see if I can get this more red. And I'm going to take a look at the, yeah, it looks more, you know, if you find that it looks more orangey, I kind of wanted that bold red look, so I'm going to take a look here. I'm going to take a look. What do you do when you know that you're meant to be doing something but not sure what to do? Not asking for a second reason, just wonder, okay. So when you feel like, sorry, I'm going to try to make this a little bit bolder. If, you know, if you feel like you should be doing something in general, sorry, and anytime you do your lipstick, here's a tip, take your finger, and then that will take out any excess and then you don't get it on your teeth. But if you find, you know, you're doing your daytime job and it's kind of like we are on the earth plane and we are playing with that energy of trying just to figure out, you know, how to make our living, how do we kind of go from day to day, and we might have a very routine job that doesn't feel fulfilling. It's think about, one tip is think about when you're a kid. What did you find fun? All dolled up, you have to go out for a night on town. Oh, thank you. You know, think about, I used to love doing makeup, and I always used to love talking about fortune tellers. And again, that wasn't the right term. I always say that, but that was when we were kids. That's what we, you know, that's what we knew them of. But I used to always love that, and reading about ghost stories. You know, that was kind of like my passion. I also say, so think about when you were a kid, and also take a look at your astrology chart. If I can make any recommendation, um, that basically take a look at what is in your chart that, you know, that you have natural talents with. So, you know, like, that might give you some ideas, and start as a hobby. Unfortunately, we do have to, like, it gets difficult because this earth plane can be a little bit challenging. But if you're looking for inspiration, go back to your childhood and think about what inspired you there. Okay, so I'm going to go, and I'm just curling my eyelashes really quickly. I'm going to put on some mascara, and I think we're going to be done. I see some people putting a lot on the chat. I don't know who that is, but that's okay. I'm going to just do some mascara quickly, and then, okay. Yeah, it's, oh, can't remember your childhood. What I'm going to do, Brenda, I can post in this link once I upload this video, a link to where you could take a look at your astrology. I find, like, with you, even Brenda's, yeah, I think someone's leaning on their keyboard. I think so too. Or it's spam. There's something that someone's on here who's I don't know what they're doing, but that's okay. But Brenda, even you probably don't get a whole lot of time from, I'm hoping that you get some time to yourself, and even just doing some meditation. I feel like meditation would be good for you. And I feel like dancing would be good too. And hopefully you get that support that you can go and do some dancing, just to help remember that inner child. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, very little time to yourself. Um, okay, so I think I think that's the look, that's the glamorous look that we're going for. Now you can put on fake eyelashes. The only thing I would probably do is this looks a little bit more orange. I would probably change the color of that. I need like a little bit of a darker color for the red lipstick, but that's kind of the look. So definitely, definitely, if you can, with this week's coming energy, really honor yourself. If you find the energy is a little bit intense, that's okay. Um, just really honor where you're at and basically slow down. So hopefully this next week will be good. And I will do a morning routine probably on Wednesday or Thursday. We'll do a morning routine and we'll go from there. Oh, great. Yes. Do silly dancing. Dance like you're a little kid and let that little inner child come in. So this is the final look. Hopefully you enjoyed that and take care, everyone. Thank you for joining. Okay. Sorry. Okay.